This is my conventions analysis of my music video. So the first convention that we come across is the fade up from black. This is a convention because most music videos won't just go straight into the video. They'll fade up from black, or there'll be a blur or some kind of transition or effect in order to make the video smoother and start more cleaner. The next convention is the name of the song and the band name, which I've put in a very clear, bold, readable font. It's not exactly conventional to have this. A lot of music videos, especially older music videos, won't have this convention. They won't have the album, the band name, or the name of the song, just purely because it's not really needed. If it's going to be on a music channel, it's going to show it anyway. But a lot of modern day music videos have started showing the name of the band and the song name in order to just reinforce it and make sure the audience understands whose song it is and what the song's called. Or sometimes by reinforcing the song name, like Therapy, it gives the audience straight away a clear idea of what the song is going to be about. And the next convention is the shot type. So I've got a match on action shot here, and then just jump cuts for editing. I've got lip sync. All of these are just conventions of a music video, purely because they are just conventional shot types that you could find in any music video, especially lip sync. Lip sync is one of the most used conventions of a music video, due to the fact that it adds a performance aspect, it gets more personal, it makes the artist look like he or she is saying the lyrics, and it makes the whole song just that, it gives it another layer and it gives it another depth. So lip sync is definitely a convention, as well as jump cuts, match on action, all shot types really. Here I've got a pan shot when she's playing the guitar, and also playing an instrument in a music video is obviously a convention because performance aspects are one of the biggest aspects of music videos. By using the guitar, I am creating that performance aspect in a narrative video, which sometimes you see, like in some of the research that I did. A lot of the videos, although they was telling a story, used instruments and props in order to reinforce the story. So the performance aspect is there, and that is a convention of videos, not just narrative or performance videos. We've got some more jump cuts here when she's looking at the photos. Things like looking at photos can be conventional of certain music videos, so especially romances or songs that deal with loss, especially like this one. So just looking back at old memories, and also burning furs is quite a cliche and quite a stereotype of music videos that have these themes, just purely because it's just associated with them. Like there's an episode of Skins, which I did in my research, where she burns photos and clothes and all of the memories to do with a boy that she loved. So by burning the photos, what I'm trying to say is that this is very much like the other products that have this, in that she's lost somebody. I've got the jump cuts here, which it makes the time seem faster. So by using jump cuts, it looks like time is moving quicker than it is, which means that I don't have to have the full length of the shot, which would be about 40 seconds, which would take up a lot of the video. So by jump cutting it, I can cut out little sections and make it a lot faster. A lot of music videos will do this in order to save time, but show more over that space of time. Even if it's only over 5 seconds, they could show something that's over an hour if they wanted. It just makes it a lot easier to show a lot more quicker. The use of locations. So here I'm in the pub. The use of locations in music videos is usually quite a convention because you need to use lots of locations in order to make the video more interesting. A lot of, say, Taylor Swift videos use location. So her You Along With Me video, she has a scene in the bedroom, she has a scene in the gym, she has a scene at the prom, she has a scene in the car, she has a scene on the bench. So there's lots of different locations and lots going on, and there's always something to look at and always continuity within the locations. So by using lots of locations in my video, I am sticking with the conventions of most music videos, especially videos associated with the themes of my video. Here I have a fade, so it fades from one scene into the other. This is just another basic transition. A lot of videos use these type of transitions between shots, especially if the shot is going from something quite different to something again quite different, because it makes it just flare better instead of being like, wait, why is it gone from there to there? So the transitions help to kind of tell the audience what's going on and where they're going with the video. I've got some zooms here, zoom in and zooming out. Any cinematography really is conventional. There isn't many shot types that I can think of that wouldn't be used in a music video, because really anything can be done. There's not a convention in terms of cinematography or mise-en-scene or editing really. It's just more stereotypes and cliches. This bit is quite dark, and this was to emphasise the cigarette, but this would probably break conventions of a music video, because most music videos are quite light and bright because the quality needs to be good, especially on professional music videos. But I kind of broke it here because I just used a street light. I didn't use any artificial light or any daylight. I just used the street light and the cigarette, and added this to create an effect and to create something around the cigarette, because I wanted that to be the main focus of this point of the video. But I suppose a lot of videos probably wouldn't do this because they would want to create a better lighting. These shots are just to do with the themes, and this is very conventional. It's rhythmic editing, and rhythmic editing is what you would see in most music videos. So by using rhythmic editing straight on the beat, what it does is it just adds to the video. So I have the shots, then I have her when she's sat on the couch, which reinforces the locations, creates continuity. Then I have her when she's playing the guitar, and then I have her in the forest. So it not only reinforces all the locations, but it cuts to the beat and it makes it more interesting. And it's something you see in a lot of videos, this rhythmic editing and cutting each scene with a jump cut to the beat. For this part here, this is again probably quite a stereotype or cliche of videos to do with loss or love or heartbreak, because she comes in and she slams the door and she punches the door and she looks all sad. And these are just typical shots that I found when researching music videos within my genre of music and within the themes of my song. So they're just normal conventions of the song really. Here I've cropped the video. By cropping the video, it made it so I didn't have to refilm this scene zoomed in. I could just crop the shot when editing in post-production, and this is probably something a lot of music videos do in order to show more either emotion on the face or to cut to something else without having to actually shoot again. Here I've got another video diary, and I've used the lip sync again, which is again a convention. By having the video diary too, I'm creating continuity of time from the first all the way to the third one, which we'll see in a minute. This part I have used a lot of jump cuts, and jump cuts can be used in music videos to create a fast-paced, almost eccentric atmosphere to a music video. So by using all of the jump cuts, it keeps jumping between Aranga and then Aranga again in a different shot, and it makes it look like she's been angry and she's been raging for so long, but really she isn't. And by doing it, it builds up and it builds up with the music, and then when she finally knocks the table over, it's more dramatic. So a lot of music videos I have seen will use jump cuts in order to build atmosphere and build up with the music. The shot where she throws the bottle is just something I felt would be conventional of her state of mind more than anything else. It's not something I saw in any other videos or anything. But I just think it worked really well, and I really like the forest setting. And again, I've used the crop when she actually throws the bottle so that when it smashes, people can see it smash. Here she's doing shots. This is just a convention or a stereotype of mental illness and depression, which would be alcoholism and getting intoxicated in order to forget about stuff. In a lot of videos, especially rock videos, people do get drunk, people do shots. It's just something that is stereotyped onto that genre of music, as well as drugs, smoking, any dark kind of activity you could take part in is associated with rock, metal, indie, just because it's more alternative, I suppose. Here I've got the Video Diary 3, which again, the lip sync on this one is really important because she's looking straight down the camera, and lip sync can really be used for effect. So on some videos, lip sync can really create a persona around a character even though you can't hear them, and I think this is what that does. Here I have a zoom in on the guitar, then I have a zoom out from the guitar, and then I have a zoom in on her writing the song. So on this part of the video, it just uses a lot of camera movement, and camera movement is obviously conventional of music videos, because if there was no camera movement, it would be very boring. It would just be a still shot, and there would be nothing going on. You would only ever see one angle. So by using these camera movements, it just makes the video flow more, and that's why a lot of music videos do that. The graveyard scene here is very simply done, and I think in any music video that uses a graveyard or a cemetery in it, they like to keep it simple and almost respectful. So what I've done here is I've just done a still shot, and then I have zoomed slightly when she goes to put the flowers on the grave, and it just makes a really beautiful atmosphere. I don't think there's many videos that would ever treat a shot any different to this if they're going to film in this location, because it is a place where people, deem that there needs to be respect. So I think this is a perfect and conventional camera technique for this specific location in relation to other videos as well.